Saint of the Day Peter Claver. Saint Peter Claver, 1580–1654, was a Spanish Jesuit priest known for his dedicated ministry to enslaved Africans in the New World during the 17th century. Peter Claver was born on June 26, 1580, in Verdú, Catalonia, Spain, into a devout Catholic family. At the age of 22, he entered the Jesuit novitiate in Tarragona, Spain, where he exhibited exceptional dedication to his studies and a strong desire for missionary work. In 1610, he was sent to the New World, landing in Cartagena, Colombia, which was a major port for African slaves at the time. It was there that Claver would embark on his life's mission. The conditions for enslaved Africans arriving in Cartagena were deplorable. They were subjected to unspeakable cruelty during the Middle Passage and often lived in squalid conditions upon arrival. Claver, inspired by his deep faith and the Jesuit ideals of service and compassion, felt a strong calling to minister to these oppressed souls. For the next 4 decades, Claver devoted himself tirelessly to the physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being of the enslaved Africans. He would go to the ships as they arrived, offering food, water, medicine, and spiritual comfort to the suffering captives. He would baptize them, often by the thousands, right there on the docks, ensuring they received the sacraments and were introduced to Christianity. Claver's ministry extended beyond the docks. He would visit the slave quarters, providing food, clothing, and personal care. He worked to improve their living conditions and advocated for their rights, often clashing with slave owners and merchants who resented his interference. Claver also recognized the cultural diversity among the enslaved, learning several African languages and dialects to better communicate with them. His efforts to understand and respect their cultures played a crucial role in establishing trust and rapport. In addition to his work with the enslaved Africans, Claver ministered to the sick and dying in the city's hospitals and prisons. He was known for his profound humility and his willingness to tend to the most marginalized and forgotten members of society. Throughout his life, Claver faced significant challenges. He battled against the prevailing attitudes of his time, which often dehumanized Africans and justified their enslavement. He faced opposition from those who saw his work as a threat to the status quo. In 1650, Claver's health began to deteriorate, but he continued his ministry, even as he became increasingly frail. On September 8, 1654, after a prolonged illness, he passed away. Peter Claver was canonized as a saint by Pope Leo XIII in 1888, and he is recognized as the patron saint of slaves and of interracial justice. His legacy continues to inspire people around the world to work for the dignity and rights of all people, particularly those who are marginalized and oppressed. The life of Saint Peter Claver stands as a powerful example of selfless love and unwavering dedication to the service of humanity.